we will find and follow the main events that we had in the chess world, because I think that I think it's the right thing to do. And actually we have so many events, it's actually really amazing, like World Championship, before that European Team Championship, the World Team Championship, and not even blinking, we have the Super Classic tournament in London, and at the same time the Accord Games in China. So like pretty much everyone is playing, like okay, other than Carlsen that is, well, I don't know, once you become world champion maybe you take a break and tiny bit enjoy and relax, but other than him pretty much everyone else is playing. Awanyan that wasn't playing in London is playing in China, Anand, Kramnik, okay, Topalov and Ivanchuk I would say, but okay, Ivanchuk not top 10. Everyone is playing either in London or in China, and you know, London finished earlier, so we'll give it the credit. And well, my world champion challenger Hikaru Nakamura, right? I've been here advocating about him. It's just playing really right moves. He won the tournament not because he played brilliant chess, because actually maybe Gelfand played the best chess. Maybe, I'm not certain. I mean, somehow nobody played a really great chess, but he just simply didn't blunder. I mean, it was just horrible tournament from blunder's point of view. Like, I mean, we will go over many games. You're just not gonna believe what happened there. Like, okay, we have the world champion up until 3 weeks ago, and well, like I said, he's maybe the nicest person, a great player. Somehow it felt wrong that his name was associated with the world champion for about at least 2 or 3 years. It was just wrong. And well, this tournament kind of shows that for anyone that thought, oh, maybe if he played this against Carlsen, maybe if he played that, dude, it was, yeah. So let's see his brilliant win against McShane. All right, this was first round. Playing, let's actually take the sounds off. That will make it tiny bit, at least quieter. All right, no big surprise playing the Caro-Kann. This is the main line in the 2 knights. Very strategical. I personally really like those things, right? You get rid of the bishop on c8, and then you just put your pawns on light squares, getting ready to play checkers very soon. But by the way, Kamsky that plays those from the Slav, d4, d5, c4, c6, not once got all the pawns exactly in that chain. But really important is that you play checkers, but you get rid of this one. All right, so Anand's kind of the same. Bishop e2, knight f6. Okay, no big point in usually discussing the opening. I mean, maybe knight b d7, just not allowing e5 is logical. I mean, the idea is, okay, you want to force this pawn to move, but I don't know how incredible it is to force this pawn to move. Maybe this is the move that he somewhat underestimated, because now he is forced to play bishop f8, because take, not so pretty. When g7 is under attack, and you don't have castle because the f6 square is under control, right? So bishop h6 is just going to win the exchange here. So I don't think this is like the prettiest move in the world that he wanted to play. Still, black has incredibly solid center. He got rid of the bad bishop. It's not horrible, but oh well. c5, logical. White doesn't have c3 in, so playing c5 makes a lot of sense, right? He wants to play against the pawn center, white's pawn center. Queen b6, take, bishop back, h5. Okay, now here is an interesting question. What would happen if something like queen c7 would be played? I mean, maybe very logical move. The question is, does white have any interesting sacrifices or other ideas? Well, knight to b5 and aiming for the d6 square just seems quite powerful enough. Also, c4 in the right moment, breaking through the center seems, well, all of those lines just seems really, really very good for white. For example, the computer gives this as really big advantage for white. Black still cannot get the bishop out, and knight d4, c4. I mean, what black has to show for white's pair of bishops? Big lack of development. I mean, black is not a pawn up. He doesn't have a better structure. He has nothing to show for this. All right. And on goes h5, queen g3, d4. Okay. Not losing anything. Knight e4, h4. Well, what would happen if the queen, okay, if the queen takes, maybe just take and take here is the idea. That's at least one idea. Actually, you know, there's maybe a better idea. What would you suggest white to play here? Let's say this. I think white is probably better here. But, you know, black should be quite happy for getting this position, or at least black looks somewhat alive. But does white have a stronger continuation here? I think it does. Yeah. Yeah, bishop f4 is just in the right direction. This is exactly the line I was looking. I was checking on the computer to see I didn't blunder, but I actually saw the entire continuation, so no blunders yet here. Bishop d3, right? h4, this is the line I was looking. Take. Now, knight b6 is not working because take, and the knight on b8 remains under attack. So I have to play e5, sorry. Knight b6, take. Something like this looks very good. Just many pawns. Something in this direction looks quite threatening. Okay, maybe take on e5, but this at least is an idea. Take on exchanging queens also right. Okay. But here we start. I mean, c4. So black is playing with his king in the center. Clearly bad position for him. Clearly. Like, only question is how bad. Like, I mean, there's no question that this is a bad position. The only question is how bad is this position for him. Like, okay. Yeah. Like, for example, if this, very bad. And here this is a cool move. You cannot take because of knight f6, discover check. So, queen take, bishop f4, queen f5. Bishop d3. So for one tiny pawn, white has, like we've seen in many moves, like gigantimo play. All right, queen h5. What now for white?
Bishop e2.
But you don't want to exchange queens. I mean, bishop. If I'll just take. Look, if you're gonna play this move, well, I'm just taking. Okay. I mean, black is a pawn up. I mean, I'm not even seeing fully where white compensation is, but even if he has something, I mean, black is super duper happy.
Because I was looking at maybe moving the c pawn to c5 and then sinking the knight in.
Right, but at best you will have some compensation. You're a pawn down, right? Plus c5, I think I can capture it. Yes, Julian. Knight f6. Julian McShane played. Okay, black position is really tough here. I mean, probably is lost here. Probably is lost here. Because again, there is a problem on b8. What do I mean by problem? Just defend the rook. Problem on b8. That's what I mean by problem on b8. Just take it. All right. Only move for black in this position seems to be e5. But by any standards, I mean, I don't know. This looks ugly position. I mean, maybe complicated. Yes. Okay, maybe not position to resign, but yeah, it kind of looks horrible. I mean, with that king and okay, the computer says it's almost winning. I think practically it is winning because a7 can fall, king to d8 looks kind of forced. You know, that's what why I said what I said. You know, Anand is the nicest dude in the world and everyone respects him. But you know, if there was any slightest doubt, like no, the thing was that you might think that after the World Championship, now you know, okay, all the pressure that he had to keep the title and this that he had in the last many years will go away. Now he can play chess like a man. Well, maybe we're gonna see Vacant Zay starting in less than a month, and we'll see how he's gonna play there. For example, to Boris Gelfand, the World Championship match did miracles. I mean, you know, one would say he came as close as humanly possible to beat Anand in a match, as close as humanly possible. And you know, what is going to happen? I remember, I think it was Khalifman, really great player by himself, that said that's the last that we have seen and heard about Boris Gelfand, like at this stage. And he knows a bit about chess, and he said, you know, it's about Gelfand, all the nice words. How wrong was he? Gelfand is like at the peak of everything in his career. It's like he's 25. It's like it's incredible how he's playing. I mean, okay, I said I think he played best chess in London. He played great in the Grand Prix. His rating 2780 almost. I mean, he's like number 6, 7 in the world. He was never there. Like, I mean, he was at the top, but at 45, 40. I mean, incredible what the World Championship did to him. He's like reborn. There's maybe some hope that it will happen to Anand the same, but this tournament not showing that. So immediately blunder. Okay, so basically this position is just lost, like super seriously lost. I mean, okay, now it was a little bit a series of many blunders by both players. Quite a lot of blunders by the players. For example, computer here, I mean, again, nobody is their computer, say check, prevent any development. The rook is going nowhere, but now 0 development. Like, this is just ugly. I mean, okay, computer is almost +4 for white. Like, +4. Like I said, no, we're going to see endless amount of blunders in this tournament. But it's interesting how Anand made a comeback, move by move. I mean, he's probably still lost, but okay. So now already this looks really ugly. The bishop is quite okay. Okay, white obviously want to start mobilizing his pawn. Black is bringing the knight. Okay. Bottom line, players are without much time. White should objectively still be winning, but I mean, let's see what the computer thinks about this moment. Yeah, white is +1. I mean, it doesn't say game is over. You know, that bishop on f4 is quite strong, and obviously such complicated position, the pawns are moving. He wants to release to free his knight. Okay, Now if take the knight, black has the crucial intermediate move d3 check. Because for example, maybe something like this, I wonder if white will be happy, I think so, to give back the exchange, but now it's just a pawn up and looks with excellent winning chances. Like, I think that's practically not a bad decision to play this way. But I think black would not, I mean, I'm certain black would not allow this. Black would play check and, okay, you know. The thing is that the king, the pawns, the bishop suddenly give black enormous counterplay. Oh, that's actually how the game went. Okay. Alright, complicated this way or another. You know, no point in analyzing it when the players have seconds on the, I mean, Anand, well, probably didn't have minus on the clock, but according to the official time, he didn't have much time. Well, definitely not -3. Maybe 20 seconds is more likely. And in this position, okay, should be probably alright, this position, but it's so easy to go wrong. I mean, okay, computers say king f1 is the right move. King g2, yes, Julian. Yeah, but I think that what you want most importantly is to at least threaten this. Just my feeling. And if I go here, bishop a3. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, because f3 you always have f5 now. But maybe I will go here, for example. Yeah, and this. I just want to, and yeah, now you're stuck. Yeah, but the king. That's it. I mean, that's why king f1 immediately. I think that, you know, in such endgame, black's main priority, this is important, should not be about grabbing this pawn. This is meaningless. Black's main priority should be about counterplay in the center. I mean, the a3 pawn by white is going to do nothing. You know, this is important. Decent players know what material to count. The pawn on a3 is far, far, far from the pawn on d3. Okay, this pawn is not bad to get. The pawn on a3, yeah, king g2 maybe not that great. Okay, time trouble, you know, we can analyze it, but with those types of blunders actually I care less about, because I think this is so difficult to fight. Just resign. So basically, lost position for black. This is what I wanted to show. Technical difficulties, and okay, somehow this was won by black. Okay, there were some other quite bizarre openings play. Yeah, no, I mean, there were many blunders. Let me show you just one thing about healthy chess. I like this definition of healthy chess and what is non-healthy chess. For example, non-healthy chess. I mean, okay, Nigel showed long passes, great days. I mean, you know, probably by the time Caruana was born. So when he was like 1 year old, Short played the World Championship match with Kasparov. So, no, but amazing for Short, you know, like, he's also like plus his 40, I mean, somewhere getting close to 50s. I mean, he was maybe 27, something like this. And still it is, you know, kicking. But sometimes playing two bizarre openings, starting with b4. Yeah, and you know, the thing is that, is it a bad move? No. Is it just a move? Yeah, I mean, it's not like white's worse after b4. I mean, Fischer played b3, right? Many actually. b3 is actually reasonable, but b4 tiny extreme. But look at what black did. You know, I was here lecturing and some people were asking me about what to play in openings, what to do this. Like, dude, it's very, very simple. If you, I was telling them, if you do the, there was one school actually that came here. If you do the healthy things, it doesn't matter what. You know, if you eat a salad, doesn't matter if you put tomatoes or cucumbers or whatever. You know, I'm not really huge into salad, I should be more. It doesn't matter, you're probably eating healthy than that one that just ate so many Christmas cookies upstairs. That actually would be me. But, so, the same about chess. Okay, what should you do if your opponent plays bizarre opening? Same thing, what should you do? Put your pawns in the center, develop your pieces, castle quickly. Doesn't matter, you want to play b4, play b4. You want to play a4, okay, I'm going to get the center, develop. This game is just so simple. By the way, getting our beautiful bishop out of the pawn chain, this I have my fantasy. I mean, I want the bishop out of the pawn chain. Okay, h6. Okay, I can go here whenever. Actually, he was maybe afraid, you know, if this, you know what white might have played this. I mean, short actually for certain would have played that. Know his style, know his this. Yeah, that's why you want to play this bizarre way. Okay, h6. So you see, even in playing healthy moves, okay, we are speaking about player number 4 or 5 in the world. So, no castling yet. Now he castle, no g4, h4. Look at this timing. If white will play castle now, I think the position is roughly equal. Okay. Okay, what's the idea of bishop d6? Putting the bishop 1 on a better spot, right? I mean, other than this diagonal, now the bishop controls this. And e5. I think he wants to go e5 at some point. Queen e7 and e5, maybe queen e7 and c5. Short is serious about his g4. Center. You know, really, if there is something to study from this game didn't see a blunder, but it was conceptual, bizarre way of playing the opening. Okay, you want to play bizarre like this, your opponent will play in the center and you will be punished. Okay, no. Take. Okay, and now, at some point, it's time to do what? Okay, start open the center. I mean, okay, very scary, but, okay, I don't see the piece that's going to checkmate on g7 yet. I don't see the piece that is going to checkmate on g7 yet. And black is playing in the center. Take, 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 take. Okay, totally for free, white is in trouble. Beautiful move. You know why did he play this move? I can only imagine. I don't know right, wrong. What is the genius idea of this move? Yes?
In case queen checks, so he can...
But no, I think that if queen, first of all, he could have gone to f1. If the bishop was on e2 and black check. Plus, I think black would like to exchange, white would like to exchange queens. With such an ugly king in the center, you want to get rid of the queens. My best feeling would be queen f3, queen g3. I mean, remember I said, okay, g7, mamma mia, but what's going to happen now? Okay. Rook to the open file. Okay, the bishop can always come and defend. So let's say if we put computer here, ICC computer, black did only healthy moves, minus 1.7, winning. Black computer really saying black is winning here. It's winning advantage, 1.5 points. And what black did that is winning? Just white went crazy. White disobeyed every logical opening play. b4, no, okay, b4 is okay if you play normally, but g4, g5 gave the center, king stuck there. Okay. Queen d2, bishop b6. Okay. What does he want to play? Why? What's the purpose of this move? Bishop a5, big idea. If you play this, I still go here, and if here, toast. That's going to be actually okay. I have to be tiny bit careful in this continuation, but just tiny bit, make it a bit prettier, and it will work. Maybe queen d6 first, double the rooks on the c file. Yeah, but I still don't want to give any counterplay. I mean, look at this move. King d1, you serious? King h8, why king h8? Exactly. He wants to play d4. He just doesn't want to allow this thing. Simple. I mean, obviously simpler when you're number 4 in the world, but okay, nothing incredible. Okay, open file, move the king from open file. This is amazing. Okay, what? Queen g2 checkmate, and if d4. Okay, no checkmate. And now we can take on d4, but well, one other piece. Knight on e3 is not going to be bad. I don't know, I always like those. Checkmate. Okay. Well, what the computer say here? -20, or are we already speaking about checkmate here? Checkmate? Maybe f4 and he can escape, but probably minus, I don't know. -20. Oh, not bad. Stop! Stop! I just said -20, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's not strong enough, but if you probably put it on Houdini or something, you will get. Let's see, by the way, if we will get close to checkmate here. Queen b6. No, he's holding it tough on minus. What does -24 even means? I don't understand. Like okay. Yeah, -26. Okay, does white have even 26 points of material? -30. Okay, white doesn't have. Okay, he still has 30 points of material, but that's 21. He's gonna find checkmate soon there. Oh wait, anyway. But Shota, I think, that's a way of resigning. Come on, just. So, not a blunder per se, right? But, dude, you cannot play chess really this way. So, this was not a very beautiful game. Now, for example, some positions were just like, how to say, there are blunders and there are blunders. For example, let me show you this game. Nothing dramatic here, but still, look at the position that seemed really quite equal. I mean, let's look at the game quickly. The French, and Adam says, incredible score against the French. Just really, Adams has just been, I don't know, I guess it's like the 40 plus players many of them are just, that's their best years. Like Adams, this is one of his best years ever, winning Dortmund, being back in the top 10. Okay. All right, moving left, moving right. Yeah, nothing really dramatic. I just want to go to, okay. Objectively, white has nothing here. Just nothing. The knight going to f6. This move, maybe. Okay, maybe white's just tiny bit more comfortable. Bishop, but I don't think this is anything exciting. Okay, but now what to play? I don't know. I would go knight f6. If I go knight f6 and at some point protect the knight, g6, king g7, I see zero problems, like absolutely zero problem. What smart computer say here? Knight f6. Okay, then queen, knight f6. Tiny better for white. But look at this thing. Black played f5. Now we are going to do basic kids puzzles. What's wrong with f5? Basic puzzle. Yes, Julian?
E6 and H5 after queen
Perfect! Very good. Did you see the game? You're just strong? Oh, very good. Basic puzzle, very good. Check. And our buddy Julian here has studied well the chapter of double attack, unprotected pieces. Just won a pawn. No, okay. Seriously, I mean, it's not like blundering the queen. Don't worry, we're going to be insane blunders here. Where the blunders in the London tournament just getting started, but okay. So just same position, only just took the pawn. Okay. Little bit left, a little bit right. I don't know if Adams played best chess, but it was enough to get a point in this game. Centralizing everything, changing. Okay, that was enough. Funny, right? Just kind of funny how this pawn went. Next game is actually really cool game. Jonathan Ralston got his he was the wild card. Okay, he's like in the Great Britain, you know, a player like okay, decent grandmaster. I mean, never made it to the top. I would say 2550 to maybe at the very peak he was close to 2600. So obviously he's a big underdog there, but actually he had some games. I mean, I want to show his game against Svidler, and I want to go quickly to, well, actually two nice moments in the game. So obviously Svidler want nothing other than a win in this game. I mean, no other result is there for him. And bishop g5 was played. I wonder actually if in this point, let's just get to our position. I wonder if knight g5 is actually a little bit legal move. Actually, it's probably just a good move, you know. Yeah, it's probably one of, because this is supposed to be somehow worse for black. Okay, the computer now saying knight g5 best move and white is better. No, just logic. Like this structure, I should not allow this pawn to advance. Plus it has a problem, d5 is hanging. So I want to put immediately pressure there. Okay, knight g5 or knight a3 are moves to play. Okay, bishop g5. Okay, take. So basically white is getting a lot of play here. That is white's big idea in this position, this way or another. Knight d6 is almost trapping the queen, but this is maybe not a very bad spot, plus some threats at some point. Here very creative by Svidler. This was played and this. And it looks like white wants to make a draw. Okay. Don't know if he definitely wasn't playing for a draw, but maybe he thinks that's the best in his position. And Svidler very bravely, but well calculated, sacrificed the exchange, but well, he's getting mighty control of the center, and I would say even more importantly, look, this I really like. And just in general, look at the bishop controlling the dark squares really in a very serious way. The bishop is controlling the dark squares, and the pawns dominating the light squares. So black is in big control. Can you really say that this rook is better than this bishop? Probably not. And if the answer is probably not, then it means that black is better here. I mean, computer likes black, gives him 3/4, and it's very logical. All right. But really interesting what happened here. Queen d2. Okay, I mean this is just like gonna be like gigantic of pressure here. Yes, Julian. Yeah, but you cannot play this way. I'm breaking the pin and f2 still doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, don't move the f pawn. I will play rook h2 checkmate. Okay, so here is our position. And you're going to think here a little bit. What is the first logical move to think for white? What should black play? I mean, what is going on here and so on? I mean, just really interesting. Because e3 was played and then queen takes g3. White played this way. Okay, let me show you how the game continued. Here, and just found himself completely lost. Like, so now black is up already enough material, right? He has a knight, 2 pawns for a rook, but just unbelievable dominance and just won everything. Yeah, okay, don't fall for those tiny cheap tricks, right? And then take on d5. The dominance of black in this position is just absolute. Like, look at the squares. Black, 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 black. Like, okay, black just controls everything. I mean, enjoy with this knight. And the king is so weak there. Okay, Svidler won this one quite easily. Resign. Okay, but this was a critical position. It's clear that black's pawns on the light squares and knights and incredible dark color bishop are deciding the game there. But did white have any continuation here? I think that both players overlooked something. What have both players overlooked? But if rook take f6, queen take h4. And take the rook on f6. After what? So rook takes f6, queen take h4, knight h3, take on f6, take on d5. Okay, this is possibility. It's probably very bad for white. But because I will move and your king still remains so weak. But it's a possibility. Okay, we will look at that. So basically Julian is suggesting this. You want to take with the queen? Yeah. Okay, I'll go here. No, I don't know. I'll play here, here. Looks scary. I mean, white king to me looks weaker than black, but maybe that's something. I mean, what black should be better here. I mean, this king looks weaker than the king that's going to be on g7. Yeah, I'll play the same. You have a weak king and weak pawns. For example, I mean, okay, let's say you want to take. Okay, I'll just go to this position. Weak, 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 weak king, seemingly looking perfect king. So what does white have here? Yes, Julian? But okay, king g7. Okay, I will let you all have.
Bishop take pawn.
Yeah, but you know, let's say I take queen block. I'll go here, here, and check. I mean, this doesn't seem like a position that white's gonna survive. I mean, the king is so weak. Yeah, I know that this is a rook, but I also see this. Like this is what I see in the position. And no, I do not get extra paid for arrows. But seriously, black controls the entire board. Entire board. Like, I'll be amazed if computer doesn't say black is a lot better. Yeah. I mean, it's not which pieces you have. It's like, look, black is a piece up, computer is saying. Piece up. Because of what the pieces are doing. That's what's important. Okay. But this is logical. But what the players missed was incredible. Take on f6. But now block like this and that rook is hanging. Unbelievable, both players missed that. This is winning for white. Unbelievable. Julian, don't worry. The 7-time Russia champion Peter Svidler missed that. Incredible. Next one. You know, David Howell had a really many decent positions. Like, really too many decent positions. And he just blew many of them in time trouble. I mean, here he got a nice advantage against Caruana. I mean, we will go to the game quickly. The Catalan, and quite a solid line there. Okay, actually, he got, let me show you the position. I think he's already better. Okay, of course, this is the bishop for white, breaking the center. This is his target. And now, very smartly, I like this idea of exchanging black active bishop. I wonder if black could play b6 here. I wonder that. Actually, this is just for me interesting moment to stop for a second. I mean, is b6 just impossible? Okay, b6. Yeah, same story as in the game pretty much. Take, check, exchange, rook to the 7th rank, then the knight will be developed either from a3 or this way. Not so easy for black to move here. Yeah, this is favorable for white. But okay, I want to go forward. Actually, here was interesting. He moved with the bishop. No, we cannot say anything about white wanting to keep the bishop, but something like this. White has ugliest pawn structure, but he has the rook on the 7th. That's no joke. And this pawn can cause black a lot of headache. This rook might connect and the knight. I mean, this was probably better continuation. But very natural for a human to keep the long diagonal bishop. Okay, white is better here. And actually here he kind of blew it up a bit. I mean, this is interesting. Which move is most logical move here for... I mean, bishop h1, I'm not certain is most logical move. Bishop g2 seems more logical. I think he was really worried about some things like that, but again, okay, no, let him have the bishop. At some situations, white has sacrifices on the exchange and then just starts running with the pawn. You know what they say, a well-defended knight on the 6th rank is equal to a rook. I heard the same. So white can easily give up his rook and just play c5 and defend that one on d6. But okay, we can look already at black's clock. Maybe it's scary. Okay, white here took 3 minutes out of 4.5 to play this move. I mean, this is ridiculously not practical. I mean, it's the best move in the position actually. Nice for Howell, but 3 minutes out of 4.5, that's a lot. Okay. Play here. I want to go fast to look. Players have second. He blundered the exchange, didn't blunder. Okay. Here he's going to blunder very soon. White is of course way better, but not after this move. What is this tiny problem? That if he goes here, just kill the bishop and make a queen. He should have gone with a king back, not to f5. But funny enough, white still has enough play here. That's incredible. White still has enough play here. This, I think, computer said, let me see if I'm not wrong, about equal when I looked at that. It says 0-3 for black. Amazing. No, still equal after giving a bishop, but the pawn is under attack and white has connected pawns. Push. No rook. Yeah, those were quite serious blunders, right? I mean, some of them we will give credit and will be nice to those super strong players that they had 10 seconds, 20 seconds, half a minute, 1 minute. Some of them, well, still they don't deserve like, you know, like a big prize. It's just like horrible, not really horrible for them. Some of the blunders, not really, no big excuses.